The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Morgan Ballard, I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network. Morgan named the SAC Specialist of the Week after a record-breaking performance. And Morgan, let's hop right into that Mars Hill match. 58 digs, best in the conference's history, and you only did it in 4 sets. As you're going through the match, what's your mindset like knowing that they're hitting the ball to you a lot?
Well, going into the match, I was really wanting to focus on keeping my dig percentage up. And so I would think, each set I at least have to get like 6 or 7 digs, 6 digs per set. That's a pretty good average. And that's what I wanted to keep it at minimum. And going through the match, after the first set, I had apparently like 20 digs, and I had no clue after the first set. We were walking off, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I had at least 6, so I think I'll be okay. And then going through the rest of the match, that's all I was really focused on. I was like, okay, got to get at least 6. And so I was pretty confident coming out of that 4th set. I was like, I'm probably walking out with about like 25 or 30, best so far in the season for me. And it was after the match that I got to look at my phone for the first time, and I saw that there was a tweet sent out that I'd had 58 digs that match, and I was like, there's absolutely no way that I had 58 digs. But it was true, and I guess I just was in the moment, and I just, wasn't focused on how many were actually coming to me. I didn't feel like there were as many as there actually were. So it was just so in the moment that I couldn't really, think about it.
Now that you have had a couple days to think about it and to go through it, knowing that in the history of the conference, nobody's ever had a match like that. And in the history of the NCAA, there's only been 9 other people that have had more digs in a match. What internally does that do for you thinking about that kind of feat as just a sophomore?
Well, it definitely boosts my confidence a little bit. I really had no idea that there was even a record, first of all, for the SAC. I didn't know coming in what the actual record was overall or how many digs in the nation, like people have had per set. I wasn't really focused on that. And so like hearing this news, it was very surprising to me, and it still like plays over in my head. Like I can't believe this is real. It's very overwhelming, and but just to think that I'm one of the top 10 in the history of any division to get that many digs, it blows my mind. And there's no way I'd be where I am today without like everyone beside me. And obviously coming here from a different school, last spring, I was welcomed in like a family from all around me, like from my coaches and my teammates. Everyone was just so supportive of me, and having that kind of support around me pushes me to want to be better. And I believe they're bringing out the best in me. So
you mentioned that transition. What's it been like for you coming here and just a few games in, taking on a leadership role in that back line?
It's definitely been a transition. I came from Wofford College, as many of you guys know, and it was a D1. It was a small D1. But coming here, it's just a completely different atmosphere. I really can't put my finger on it. I think it's just the community, the team, the coaches, everyone just seems like they have so much fire in them, and I am so blessed to be a part of that. And I think it's all in God's plan, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't meant to be, and he definitely led me here for a reason, and I am so happy to be here because I'll be able to help make history, and hopefully this is just the beginning. So.
Yeah, you mentioned you hope that it's just the beginning. How do you respond in the coming weeks? Having such a great performance early in the year, how do you make sure that the upcoming weeks you're just as focused and just as locked in?
Well, we preach on our team that once we meet a certain standard or a certain goal, that's not it. You set a goal, even if obviously I didn't have that specific goal, but now that's the standard for me. And so I want to push myself to be better, because on our team, once we reach a certain goal, we push to be even better, and we push to reach a goal even higher. And that's exactly what I plan to do. And hopefully, it pays off, and I believe it will. And yeah.
Well, congratulations on the honor, and best of luck this week.
Thank you so much.
She's Morgan Ballard, the SAC Specialist of the Week. I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network.